The best lithium miners on the ASX are up between 31 and 55% over the last month. We're having a look at the top 6 miners on the ASX because they've outperformed the commodity itself that is flat for the month. This is Finer Market Points, where we connect leading market themes and top performing companies for better trading. You can like the video to support the channel, click subscribe for updates, and comment below to let us know which lithium miner you're trading and why. Now, when we have a look at the top miners on the ASX, what we want to do is understand how that commodity's performed. You can see on the chart here that movement from December through January, February, March, the early part of this year, 2021, lithium has increased. So from about 40,000 up to 90,000, where you can see it here. It doesn't trade as regularly as iron ore, copper, or gold. So we're looking at these moving averages being the greens and red lines that show a bit more of the story in a more transparent way. When we compare that to the market itself, that's 0.58% movement, whereas 0.80% for the lithium commodity itself. When we jump in and have a look at the top performers, we see that number 6 is Gallon Lithium, a company, most of these companies we've seen many times before. Gallon, you can see, is up 31.5% over the last month. We do know dual listed in the ASX and Frankfurt Stock Exchange, and you can see that massive rally up. So when we look at these kind of charts, if we can zoom in a little bit here, when we have seen most lithium companies move out of the November-December period, big strong rally, coming from sort of 12 cents up to 40 cents, traveling sideways and then breaking out new highs, another busting up north to 60 cents, sideways churn, a bit of a pullback towards that breakout level, then building another strong flag that we do see from sort of that 40 cents up to 80 cents, but then pulling back more than about 50% of that range, which is not good for a high and tight flag. However, it has been on the run again, and the movements recently from that June lows 21st of June, sort of that 70, 71, 72 area, shooting up to over $1 over the last couple of days. Good strong movement from Gallon Lithium and positive movements as we do see some volume coming in on that climb as well. When we move over to number 5, a company that we've seen many times before, which is Lake Resources. It has been number 1 for multiple times that we've looked at it, and there's little question why when we see how it performed in January and February when we're updating a lot on Lake at the time. It is dual listed off market over in the US, and that does get a lot of traction, so welcome to those US listeners that we do hear and see and comment to us about what's happening here down under for the projects that Lake Resources have on the other side of the world but are listed here on the exchange. Lake Resources did take that drop in the 6th of May, but then have recovered somewhat, sideways churn June and then pop back up. So it's coming from that 25 region up towards 40 and wanting to break that 40 cents if they can. 35% gain over the last month, Lake Resources. We move over to number 4, Liontown, another company that does consistently surface, and when we have a look at this chart, you'll understand why it's consistently coming up in the last few months. Solid moves throughout late May, June, July. We're going from sort of 43 cents, doubling in price, over 80 cents, almost 90 cents. Touched it today and did get there and earlier in this month as well. So looking at 5th of July, it did get up there, but fell back down. And you can see down the bottom here on a fair bit of volume. So that was a bit of selling into it. That's Liontown Resources, 40% over the last month. Very solid moves. Prospect is one that we haven't seen as much of. So Prospect PSC, 42% there. And you can see that much lower liquidity company. Looking at the value of these shares changing hands here, looking at sort of 425,000 on some days, but doing on the lower days, $200,000 worth of shares. 16 cents up to 26, good solid move, 42% over the last month. SYA, a trading favourite for many Australian traders, 44% over the last month. Sayonara Mining, very solid chart. Has been up, huge run up in January, pulling back down, bit of a churn, and then does go into a trading halt in May, shoot out of the gates, and has been running up north of 4 cents to where we are today, trading over 10 cents. Good strong move, 44% over the last month. Solid move indeed. Going up to number 1, we're looking at INF, Infinity Lithium, 59% over the last month. Did go into that trading halt April, and for part of May came out, fell off a cliff, and then has been regaining its ground in fits and spurts. Big volume up, big candle days, big ranges, then drifting back down lower volumes, spurt again, drifting back. But this is the foundation of a base because we've got lower, but they are higher lows that they are working on. And now as we are now seeing over that 12 cent range, cracking over that milestone of 10 cent when you're trading on the ASX, we go from 10 cent increments, and we'll have a look at this on the depth here to really get this picture of what this looks like. When we're having a look at the depth, you do get to that half cent increment. So we're really going to zoom in what you see here is that you've got 0.1% increments, 9.5, 9.6 is missing, 7, 8, you can go 9.9. Then when you get to 10, the ASX moves to half cent increments, 10.5, 11. So instantly, if you're buying at 10 and selling at the next price increment at 10.5, you're looking at 5% gain. So it's critical and very difficult to get over that 10 cent level, which we have seen here, and they have done that in the last week or so, trading over 12 cents today, trading bid 12, offer 12.5, that's the current market. For what we do see is the best performer lithium company on the ASX over the last month, Infinity Lithium, 59%. They are the top 6 miners in the lithium space on the ASX this month. Once again, like the video to support the channel, click subscribe for updates and comment below to let us know which ones you're trading. Pulling the lens out, see over the quarterly gains, Infinity's actually down 41. You can see on the chart there to the left, that's why. 91% Sayonara, Liontown 65, but if we look at it on the year, the lowest performer is the index itself, the ASX. Lithium, the commodity, 78%, Infinity 35%. Best performances, Lake Resources, some of the trading favourites, Liontown and Sayonara, they are the best performers, all over 200% gains over the last year. Thanks for watching.